Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Dramasology Podcast. In this episode, I am covering a 2023 currently airing drama, at least as of the time of this recording, titled Destined With You. This is a drama that I did not expect to like, so I thought, I'll do a quick review of it and kind of talk about why I like it so much. So, for those who don't know or have no idea what this drama is about, it basically follows the life of Young-jo, who is a civil servant, and Jang Shin-yu, a lawyer that is smart and good-looking and rich and everything. Something inexplicable ties them together, and that's kind of what the story is about. There isn't much to it. It's a romance. I mean, it has some elements of mystery, and I'll talk about that later, but basically it follows these two as they deal with this bond that has kind of tied them together and how they kind of develop feelings from that. So it's very rom-com, not a lot going on, but still it's very good, right? It's cliche, but it's good. So I just want to talk about first the cast. This is starring Joboa, Rowoon, Hajun, and Yura. These are the four main casts for this drama. Joboa, I kind of haven't really watched anything she's been in. I mean, I've seen a lot of things she's been in, but I don't know, I've just missed her. In the sense that there's nothing concrete I can think of in my head that, oh, I saw her in this and I liked her in this, right? It's either I don't like the drama she's in, or she's too much of a supporting character for me to kind of make a good impression or make any impression about her. But I do recognize that I've seen her in variety shows as well. And I do remember she was in Temperature of Love as the second female lead, and I remember liking her performance in that. There's something about Joboa though, and I don't know if anybody else has this about her. She has a very wicked looking face. And for those who they're like, what the hell does that mean? Basically, she looks mean. She has a very mean looking face that I actually expected her to fall into the role of being second female lead for most of her career. And so I'm pleasantly surprised now that I see her becoming more and more popular and getting that main role, right? She has a drama with Lee Jae-wook that's coming out probably next year, and I'm pretty sure that's going to shoot out to the top of the A-listers in South Korea because, well, it might shoot out to the top or bring her down because Lee Jae-wook has rabid fans, so it might go either way, right? So this drama included Rowoon, right? These are actors that are quite popular. So I think she's getting even more popular, right? She's getting more of that role that a lot of people covet. And so I'm happy for her in that sense. But yeah, that's really all I know about her. Moving on to the next person in the cast is Rowoon. I mean, this is someone we all know. I feel like I personally know him from Extraordinary You. Extraordinary You is a drama I love because that's kind of my introduction to Lee Jae-wook Baekhyun. That was my favorite character in the drama. He was toxic and I loved it, right? He was also a very good actor in that drama, and so that was just my Lee Jae-wook introduction drama. So I don't really think of anybody else in that drama, right? But Rowan was actually the male lead, if you remember, and I remember him in that, but it wasn't as impressive to me as the second male lead. That doesn't mean I haven't seen him in other things. It was in She Would Never Know, which is a drama I watched, but I wasn't impressed by because I think that the main couple did not have that sizzling chemistry that needed to pull that drama off, right? He was also in The King's Affection, a drama that was also okay, but again, not a drama I particularly liked. Same with Tomorrow. He was kind of better in Tomorrow, but again, these are all dramas that, it's nothing wrong with the dramas, they're just not dramas that spoke to me. So it wasn't about him really, it was just about the dramas he was in, right? Some dramas just don't reflect well for you for some reason. You just don't like the drama. It could be because of the story or anything, right? So that was it for me with a lot of the dramas. But this drama is actually reintroducing me to him. So I'm very happy about that. I am really enjoying his performance in this actually. Then next up in the cast is Arjun. So this guy, honestly, I know him. I feel like I've seen him before. He's familiar looking, but I actually I don't know anything he's been in. I went through his filmography and I'm like, okay, I guess I've seen him in this and that, but generally he just has so many supporting roles that he kind of blurs and I actually don't have a concrete idea about what he's been in, or whether I like him or not. So he's just kind of so for me. Then lastly in the cast we have Yura. She I know because she's a member of Girls Day, right? And that's a group that I really liked at some point, right? So I mean, she's recognizable enough to me. She's also played a lot of roles, mostly as second female lead, which I think will change one day, because I think she actually has what it takes to be the female lead. But for now, she's been doing a lot of second female lead, but she's very recognizable to me. And I'm liking her performance so far in this, even though she's not like a good person basically, right? But yeah, that's basically it for the cast. First thought when I saw this drama was airing, I think I like watched it when it had aired like the first 4 episodes. So like it was already airing for like 2 weeks or so before I decided to watch this, just because no one was really drawing me to this. No one was like that pull that I needed for this, and I could tell it was like rom-com, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna avoid this drama. It's probably going to be cliche and everything, right? So I didn't check it out because of any particular person, but again, that's the thing. At some point, you just have nothing to watch, right? You need something to watch. So I was like, okay, I'll just check this drama out. And to my surprise, I really like it. Like, I really, really like it. And I think it's doing what King the Land did for a lot of people, for me, in the sense that it's cliche in a lot of ways, but it's also just really, really entertaining that you can't help but love it. So that's something about this drama that it just captured my attention, especially in the first 2 episodes. And it's actually been fun watching it since, right? And I'm actually waiting for new episodes every week. So yeah, it managed to capture my attention. Yeah, so I do want to talk about like things I liked about this drama and the things I don't really like. So I'm going to start off with the things I like first. Like I mentioned, I watched the first like 4 episodes and I was immediately hooked. Really what hooked me was the first 2 episodes. That's really the part of this drama that really stayed with me. And that's because there was a very mysterious aspect to it. Like the very first scene or so that we see is the red hand basically caressing Jang Shin-yu's face, right? And that's a mystery right there. And I love mysteries. I have questions, right? And so that kept me hooked for a while, right? The first 2 episodes were this kind of mystery, and like it had a very mysterious air to it that I really liked, and I thought that was going to be the mood for the whole drama, right? Shin-yu was a very serious person in the first episode that he made me I liked him in the first episodes, right? He was a different person than the subsequent episodes, and that really hooked me when I first saw that, right? So I mean, this is something I also dislike, and I'll talk about this later, of like the change once he kind of drinks the potion and falls in love with the female lead. But that first episode was just very entertaining to watch, right? And I thought that was actually how it was going to continue for the rest of the drama. But it really switched tones, and the like rom-com comes out after the first 2 episodes, right? Which I'm very sad about, kind of, because I really just liked seeing a serious male lead that was serious throughout, right? Because it would have been interesting to see how they would get him to fall in love, given that he was that kind of person. But that's okay. I'm still hooked. I still like the drama because, and this comes to my second point, the female lead is very entertaining to watch. She's also very relatable. A lot of people comment that she's kind of annoying because, she wants to fit in, she wants to be liked and stuff like that. She's lonely, and so she acts in a certain way. But I think that's pretty realistic, in the sense that a lot of us want that for ourselves, right? We want to fit in, especially when you're at work and stuff like that. You want to be able to go to lunch with everybody and not be left out, right? So in that sense, she fit in. The fact that she's also like willing to put herself out there because she likes a guy, I don't think that's something that she should be derided for, right? And so she's very entertaining when she's displaying those like feelings. More to that is that she's just a very funny person. She's very silly, right? She actually seems like a real human being, which I really like, right? When she's being silly, she doesn't come off as annoying, right? She comes off as genuine, which I really like as well, right? So even despite the cliches of all the things, there's just something about the female lead that's just very grounded, I think. And so I really like her character. I like how she's been written, right? And Joba does just a fantastic portrayal of the female lead, because I mean, there's just something about when she smiles that I really like. She's very pretty, right? And again, I talk about how she had a mean face to me before this, right? She just has a face that screams mean girl, girl. I don't know why. But in this, she comes off very lovely, right? And humane and just a lovely person. And so I think that's something about this drama that she's kind of hooked me past the first 2 episodes, in that I just like seeing her and seeing how she reacts to things and manages things. And she's never over the top, right? And so I really, really like that. And then to my third point about this drama, I talk about it a little in that I do like the old story in this, if they do decide at some point to bring back the mystery aspect. I also like the aspect of the female lead being some kind of like witch. There's just something about that entertains me. I don't know. The idea that she has this power and is able to do these things, makes her very interesting to me. It makes her character fun to watch. I like when she's doing a little rituals and everything, because she's in the modern day and everything, but having that ability just adds a little spice to this drama that I like, right? And supernatural aspect about this drama, the mystery about the red hand and the black hand that's always like groping Shinyu, is frankly entertaining to watch, right? I want to know more about those characters. People make a comment that in the first episode, when the red hand is touching Shinyu, he seems aroused. And I actually agree on that point. And the lady at the mental institution I think she's in, or something like that, she makes it seem like it might be the female lead's and like maybe he killed her in the old life or something. That's my speculation, at least. And so maybe it makes sense that he has that expression, because people in the comments were saying he's actually acting that wrong, because he is supposed to be like irritated or annoyed by that hand. He's not pulling it off, but maybe he's actually supposed to look aroused because it's the female lead's hand and he actually gets some kind of pleasure from it, so that is one aspect that was very funny to me. But yeah, then the next thing I really like about this drama is actually Rowan's attitude and behavior and just comedic timing. He's actually really funny in this. They've written him in a way that's very comical once he falls in love and has drank the potion. And we will see if he really drank the potion or if he's just falling in love with the female lead and he's using that as an excuse, right? We'll know. Maybe I'm thinking it's probably that yes, he drank the potion, but it was feelings that were already kind of there, like as if the potion is building up on existing feelings, right? Because it would be interesting if that was the case, right? The way he confesses to the female lead and her reaction are always very funny to me, because he does it with like a straight face, like he doesn't wanna, but he has no way of like stopping himself, and so he'll confess his feelings but they have this like straight face and the female is just appalled, completely like embarrassed for him, and just like she wants him to go away. But again, they're spending so much time together and their chemistry is just fantastic. That's another thing I like about this drama. There are moments together, like when they go on the trip to cure his disease and everything. Those moments were just really good. They have a good banter that they are going with. They have a little kissing that is kind of a figment of his imagination of what happened the night he was drunk, but it's still a very good like kiss, and it's very good chemistry they are displaying. So I really like that about this drama, right? I think the two of them, the way they play on each other, makes it entertaining that I'm sticking around to watch this. Then finally, to the last thing I really like about this drama, and this is just like a side thing, is that I really like Rowan's mom. She's an actress that I have seen in past works. She was in Reborn Rich as a mom. She was also in Playful Kiss, right? Which are two dramas that I've watched and I really liked. And it's like she's aging backwards. She's so pretty, always. Like there's just something about her that's very pretty, very dainty, and she is not the kind of mom you want when you're growing up as a teenage boy, because all your friends want to come to your house. But it actually makes sense that he would have a mom like that because he's also very handsome, right? So I like the fact that it was a very good casting, I think. Obviously, she married like Shinyu's dad when she was young and a celebrity. And so she's kind of dumb, but like in a funny way. And I like that. And I also like the fact that she doesn't like Shinyu's girlfriend, because like same, like, so that aspect I really like about her. She's very cute and very interesting to watch. I really like the little interaction she has with her husband, and I'm sure they'll work out whatever is going on between them at some point. But yeah, those are the things I really like about this drama. It's kind of things that are making me stick around. The entire mood of the drama currently is very light. And I'm sure it's going to change when we get to the like flashbacks, and when I'm sure at some point people start blaming the female lead for stealing Shinyu from the second female lead, because that's going to happen. You know, it's going to happen. Like they already like setting that up. But for now, I'm really enjoying it, and it's just very, very entertaining. Jobai is very entertaining to watch, and Rowan does not fall behind either. Both are just great at their roles, and they are really pulling off like this great acting for this. So yeah. Then the thing I dislike, and this is again back to my original point, and I'm saying this just like it's a thing I dislike, but again, it's not major. It's very like minor inconvenience in that I really thought that the story would continue with the first two episodes like mood. Right, the mood of the first episode was very different from the current mood, and we've not seen a lot of the elements from the first two episodes anymore. So the red hand isn't appearing as much either. So things like that. But again, it's very minor. It's nothing major. But that was just something that threw me off when I got to like the third episode and the fourth episode, that he had fallen in love and was kind of chasing her around. The mood of the drama just changed. Everybody changed, like as if their character just switched. But regardless, that's not a major thing. I think this drama is still entertaining without like that coming back, but I'm sure it will at some point. So yeah, that's really it for Destined With You. It's a really good drama. If you're not watching this, I think you should. There's a lot to like about this, and I'm really glad it's popular because it's actually very, very good, like I said. So yeah, this has been my review of Destined With You. Thank you guys so much for listening. Have a nice day. Bye.